My name is Kim Reschke and I own the Wyoming Pastry Shop. I moved to Wyoming in 1989 and I've lived here roughly 30 years. So I originally got started in the business as a young child. And I always liked to bake and create things. And so I was lucky enough to get a job doing what I love and became more passionate about what I do. Eventually just took over the business. What I like most about this job is, I'd say, the creativity part of it. I can pretty much do anything I want as far as design or colors or shapes or sizes. We have been doing a lot of detail work as far as like little beads and painting things gold and doing other things like that. So that's the sort of thing that really keeps me going here. Just new items, new flavors and stuff like that.
Who else do you own the shop with?
My husband, Phil, he's a master baker. He's been baking since he was in high school, and we actually met here at the pastry shop. He was in the military and lived in Germany for 3 years, and then came back here in July of 1989, and I was living out west and decided to come back home. Immediately needed a job, so I came here, and that's where we met.
My name is Philip Reschke. I am owner and head baker of the Wyoming Pastry Shop. My father's an immigrant from Germany, came over here in the early 50s, where he applied his trade as a baker from Germany. My mother was born and raised in Cleveland, not an immigrant, but she was already living there. And she worked in the front, he worked in the back, and they met, and that's how they got married. Yeah, I was in the military before. As soon as I graduated high school, I served 2 years on active duty in the U.S. Army. In 2007, my father passed away, and we inherited the bakery, which he had purchased in 1980. I love creating things, starting from raw materials and developing it into something that we sell and people enjoy. My daily life is coming in early, come in anywhere between midnight and 1 or 1:30. Start with the bench work, any kind of work we have to do on the bench to get things ready for the oven. In that time, the things we already had ready, prepared the night before, we're proofing them, molding them, or doing anything we need to do to get them to the oven. We start baking things. The Danish go first, coffee cakes, and breads. Then at the end of the day, we bake the cakes.
My name's Alyse Mersmann. I am the cake decorator at Wyoming Pastry Shop. I got a part-time job at a bakery, a cookie place, Cookies by Design, just to kind of test out to see if I'd like it. And I loved it. It was exactly what I wanted to do. So I kept working there and I transferred to culinary school for pastry. I started off making all the dough, and then I transitioned into baking, and then whenever I had any downtime, I would get the decorators to kind of show me things and teach me little tricks. So eventually when a decorating position opened up, I got in there. I was finishing up school and ended up leaving the bakery. I worked a bunch of like odd jobs at restaurants and bartending and things like that. I had a good friend from culinary school, Kayla, who is practically family with Kim and Phil here. So she found out that they were hiring a decorator and kind of got me in for an interview, and I have been here ever since. It's been about going on 4 years.
I usually get in anywhere between 4 and 5 a.m., put all my stuff away, get my apron on, put on the right shoes. Then I make a list of everything in the store that I need to replace for the day and fill, start icing cakes.
My favorite thing about the job is the creativity, the freedom to kind of play around. I've worked a lot of jobs where you kind of had to follow every little guideline from everyone above. You didn't have a lot of freedom. And here I get to create a lot. If I have any downtime, I'm allowed to play. The owners are really good about supporting anything I want to try and buying me tools if I want to try something new or anything like that. So
We do customized cakes and customized cookies. We're pretty much like a full line bakery, which means we have donuts, cakes, pies, breads, everything in between there. We're open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and then every Saturday, 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can stop in and see us anytime.